Welcome back, fellow scrubs. This is Mark D. Wiz. We're back on Monday with another episode or stream or whatever you like to call it of Pocket Fighter EX, which is a fan game and it's not endorsed or funded or whatever from Capcom and SNK. Just to get that out of the way. So we'll just kind of move on over and get right into it. So this week, we're gonna have like stages. If you were here Thursday, you saw that we were working on the Mansion game, which is a separate project. But if you want, you can check that out too, because I think it's cool at least. Where we were working with Parallax scrolling. Hello, JR2R. How you doing? We were working on Parallax scrolling, and I did like half the system on that stream, and so like you can see how it works with that, and we're gonna just port that system over back to the let's see, yeah, and you see how that works in the background there. We're going to port this code over to Pocket Fighter, and we're going to be doing basically redoing the parallax that are in the stages because they're kind of like hack jobby, and we're also going to be adding another stage. Making music for some game devs right now, but other than that, just relaxing. Well, that sounds like a good time. What game you making music for? So I beefed up the parallax system here. I made like a mock camera that you can move around. Let's see, just presets for it. So you can move the camera around without actually moving the real camera in the scene. So you can preserve that and then kind of like see how that changes, you know, your positioning, and then be easier to build stages. I'll go over these changes more in depth during the Mansion stream on Thursday, because that's where I started all the code for that. But this is just kind of like a quick little update of what I did in the meantime, and I put all these sorts of debug things and stuff to figure out, you know, where your layer axes are, and you know, things like that. So we're going to just copy this code over onto Pocket Fighter and use it for the stages, basically. So let's open it up here. Let's see, I can probably just copy this one into the other. So then we'll go to Pocket Fighter. Resources, assets, scripts, the Wiz system, Unity, and we'll drop it in here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna remove all the meta files that were associated with the Mansion stuff, and we'll take that out of there. Let's see. You're doing music for a stream game called Crom Bullet Purgatory. Doing music for a Pokemon fan game on RPG Maker. Did music for a game jam game called Blackout, and now helping another person with music for a game called Monstradium. Like Monster Stadium? That was supposed to be like? Well, that's cool. Sounds like you've been pretty busy. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the Mansion asset. Keeping all these. We don't need to test graphics. And that should be pretty good here. So we can just minimize that. I'm gonna keep it open just in case we've got, you know, issues with it or whatever. It already doesn't like something. So, alright, let's see. What don't you like? Oh, I don't like these. Feature auto implemented property initializer cannot be used because it's not part of the 4.0 language. Well, how come it works here then? That's interesting. Well, I wonder if that's a project setting. Editor. Graphics. Huh. Well, it's not part of this stuff. Oh, you know what? It might be in here. It might be in build settings. Mono. Huh. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's depreciated even. Okay. Some runtime, yeah. As far as the restart, yeah, sure. Well, let's hope this doesn't just completely break everything. Because then I'm gonna be really pissed. Because it's just gonna be a stream of me being mad and fixing things to compensate for the version change. It's always nice, J9R2 says, it's always nice to help people out with giving them quality game music for free that they otherwise would not be able to afford. Fair enough. How is Pocket Fighter EX going for you? Quite well, actually. Taking a lot of time, and I don't have all day every day to work on it, which sucks, because obviously it's a fan game and not making any money off of that. Not paying the bills with it. But it's very fun, and I've learned a whole ton of stuff. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, doesn't look like we have any compile errors, which is good. Oh, it's still compiling. Maybe. Are we out? Yeah, we're out of the woods. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if everything broke or not. I would like it if everything didn't break. Let's see, here's the controller. Okay, well, it looks good so far. Yeah. Why not make an original game? A couple of reasons. One, an original fighting game would take an extraordinary amount of money to make, which I don't have. And if you want it to look anywhere near decent, you're going to be spending a lot of cash. Okay, looks like everything's working okay here. The other thing is I've always wanted to make a sort of crossover SNK Capcom with the Pocket sprites, and I can't do that with making an original game, so it is what it is. Yeah, everything's looking good. Actually performing better, which is funny, in editor. So that works. I don't have the most new computer, so... God, playing with a PS3 controller sucks. It's what I got plugged in right now, and I can't change it. I don't know what it is, but like Windows latches onto it, and even if you unplug it, it still thinks it's plugged in, so I can't change the controller once it's in. I mean, I could play on keyboard, but, you know, that has its own problems too, so... Probably more reliable, though. So... Yeah, anyway, so it looks like everything's okay, which is actually that's very good. I didn't kind of count on that being a thing here. So yeah, now we need... Okay, we ported over the code. There's no more errors, which is really good. So let's open the window. Parallax controller. We're gonna have to make a mock camera. So, let's see. I'm gonna actually just put that in the stages folder. so let's see. Wiz system, parallax system, mock camera. So stage mock camera. And our resolution is 224 126. So 22.4 12.6. Oh, oops, I'm sorry. Did I? Oh, no, I put that in the wrong spot. Hold on. Yeah, 12.6. Okay. And then the parallax system will load that preset into here. And so then we just go to a stage. Let's go to Suzaku Castle. Now I have new graphics for this, but I just want to test the code of the system to make sure it actually works like at all before we decide to do anything else with it. So here, the back group, let's see. It has a factor scrolling controller. This was my old hack job version, so we're going to remove that. And the 4 has one too, but we never used it. So remove that. Yeah, okay. That all looks good. So then we're going to add our new parallax layer controller. How about that? I don't need to know the bounds, so we'll turn that off. But I do want to know the anchor and all that stuff all the time. And the scroll whoop bounds, we're not using scroll whooping, so. So we'll say it's gonna be anchored to the bottom center. Yeah. And so we've got our mock camera here. Okay, so it's going 1:1. So we want to change that. Scroll factor. Trying to remember what I did here. Oh, it's not having fun with that. Okay, so scroll factor 1 on the Y and scroll factor, I don't know, 0.5, whatever, on here. And we'll see, yeah, we'll move the camera all the way over here. And then we'll just adjust this. So, oh, there. I was going to say, it's not really updating on me there. 4. Guess I'll have to keep going back. So, what, 4? 3.5? 3.5? Almost. 3.3? That looks pretty good. And so then it should similarly correspond to the right like that. Good. Okay, so it's working. Thank God it's working. Okay. It will need to go up, though. So let's see, how are we going to do that? So when it's at the top here, it is going to have something else. Will that work? No? Hold on. Okay, yeah, it did a little bit, but it's not going up as much. It's gonna have to go up to like here when the camera is this far. I'm so glad I put the handle on that thing, because this was a real pain. Okay, wow, that didn't move it like at all. 0.2? I'm surprised it's not moving as much as I thought. I might have to change where the anchor is. It pretty much just comes down to how much it scrolls and how much the anchor is. See, I don't want it to go down farther. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to change where the anchor is. So right now the anchor is the blue one here. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's the red one. It's the red one. And then the blue is the current position of where it's offset. So when the camera is here, yeah, I'm gonna have to change the anchor so that, let's see. Let's put it exactly at 0, 0. Oh no, that's not good. That's not where it normally is. Okay, my bad. I think it's normally right here. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's normally right here because it's gonna be lined up with this dark blue. Then, okay, so let's base it off of this default position here. We're gonna change the anchor so that the anchor is lined up with the top here. So it's like what, 1.5 maybe? Does that look right? It's not quite. 1.6? 1.6 looks right. That makes sense. 16 pixels above. Okay. Yeah, and of course this is going to be all like whacked out now. So yeah, it's just going to be a back and forth of trying to get this to work. Okay, then normally it's going to look like that. So the anchor is unfortunately not quite right here. Let's see. So this whole layer here is on an offset. We do want it here. So this here. All right. Let me turn this back to 1, 1, or rather 0, 0. And then this is the dead center where it's going to normally be. And then we're going to move this up here to make this the same. Okay, so it's 3.4. Alright, we'll worry about the birds later. Birds can go away for now. I'm just going to turn them off. Okay, so that's our baseline, and it's set to the bottom center. Actually, because of that, I don't know. Yeah, let's keep it like that. I was thinking maybe put the anchor back down, but I don't think that's gonna be right. Yeah, so here we had what? It was like 0.33. And let's just say 1 for now. Make sure it's actually working right here. That's not right at all. And now it's all weirded out. It's not going up or down. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to me? That's not what I'm looking for. It ain't right. It ain't right. Pretty sure that's where it would normally be, and that's what, 4.5? Yeah. Alright, let's try to keep that there. And I think that that's pretty much where this needs to be. Yeah. Okay, so we're back to square one. Okay, right now it doesn't move at all. That's at 0. Yeah, and it will just stay with it. Eh, shit. I don't have an undo feature on this, so... It was what, 4.5? Yeah. Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. 4.5. Now this transform doesn't matter because this is going to keep changing due to the system. That's why I'm trying to adjust this one here. Okay, it looks like it's in the right position. So again, let's... Okay, 0 is going to be completely stationary. 1's going to be going with the camera. So 0.5 does what for us? Makes it all wonky. Makes it no bueno. You know what? Let's go this from the other angle here. Let's 0.25. I don't know, 1? Doesn't seem like it's acting too right here. Yeah, then doesn't move a lot at all. Alright, let's look at this a different way. Let's go 0.25. I don't know if this is going to work as well as I thought. It's really just a balance between how much it's going to move with the camera versus where you position it. But when the camera comes down, it needs to be farther down here. So, let's see. What does that do? Okay, maybe that's what we're looking for. Let's take the... Let's take the anchor back down. Now, if we... Oh yeah, okay, that's better. That's better. That's kind of what we're looking for here. Because the back's gotta reach up to the top. The problem is you're gonna see the gap though. How did I mitigate that before? Oh, you know why? The light blue here is the visible spectrum of what you get to see. I don't think it moved up at all, actually. I don't think it moved at all. Yeah, so let's take a look. What is... Oh, wait, no, hold on. I gotta get us back to a gameplay state here. Gotta go back to fight. And fight. And then I'm gonna pick the Suzaku Castle stage explicitly. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, it's all FUBAR. I gotta change another thing, but I gotta make sure that this is the one that we're on. So it'll always load up to this. Yeah, so the other issue here is we have to change fight so that the main camera here has this Parallax camera controller. And that should be it for that as far as like adding that. I don't think anything else needs to be added. Then we're gonna add the where is it? Suzaku Castle. I'm just gonna add it in the list here with the other one so we can edit it as need be. But we're gonna unload it and keep the fight as the primary. So when I hit play, it'll go to that. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's working. We just it's not calibrated to do that. It's not supposed to. It's only supposed to go left and right. It's not supposed to move. the other way. So that's why you see the gap on the bottom. Oh, messed it up. Okay. Yeah. All right. So given that, then let's start actually putting the other stuff in here. The new graphics. So Shizaku Castle. So Right Toe did these. I like how he changed the background color here so that I'll know what layer and how big it is. That's smart. I like that. Okay, so this is an example of what it looks like all put together, and then he's got all these different layers onto it. Okay, so let's start with the top, or the backmost layer, and that one's probably not going to move necessarily. I believe that, yeah, that's the mansion project. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Resources. Stages. Shizaku Castle. Okay, daytime. And I'm gonna just call S Castle back day. Knock down the colors so we can give it transparency. Do a GIF. S Castle day. Knock it down. Oh, don't print. S Castle midday, I guess. Mid roof, or we'll call it back roof, and the other one will be mid roof. Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing they're roofs. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So long as we know what it is on the other side. Okay, and then save as. Mid-roof day. Okay, this might look pretty cool in action. The only thing I'm worried about is if this scrolls slower than the bottom one, it might have to be longer. Like if these move at different speeds, then this is going to have to be a little longer, I think, to compensate, or shorter. Yeah, it would have to be shorter. Which, yeah, so we can just shrink it in a little bit. That's okay. That should be alright. That should be alright. So, Shizaku Castle here, we're going to get rid of the backing. We don't need it anymore. And we're going to call this one Day, because we do have a night version. Which I don't know if we'll put that one in now or not, but at least we'll have it. Let's see. Oh, it's not that folder. Where do I gotta go here? Yeah, resources, stages, Zaku Castle. Daytime. Okay. We're gonna get rid of some of this stuff because it's old. Yeah, you know what? The birds are gonna go in there too. 4, new 4. I'm not sure which one's new or not. We'll leave the 4s for now. Okay, we need those. That can stay. The signs can stay. These can go. We no longer need those, nor this. Boom. Alright, what 4 is better? Oh, Jesus, okay. Well, guess this is the good one. Oh, like, scrolling? Yeah, this is the one that Tim fixed up. So we want to keep that one. That's the new 4. Alright, so then these are going to go in here now. And we're going to make 10 pixels per unit. They're going to be single. They're going to be bottom center. Where's bottom center? Bottom right? Bottom. Oh, they just call it bottom. That's right. Full rect. No filter. Full quality. And ta-da. Okay. So we're going to load this scene in. We're actually going to unload the fight one for the moment. And... okay, so the far back, we're going to call it Sky now. S Castle back day. So this is not going to move. Actually, yeah, hold on. We're gonna copy this component and remove it because this one's gonna stay with the camera the whole time, and it's gotta have its own background parallax. What is... paste component as new. Yeah, that's something different. I'll remove that. We don't need that. Okay, those got animators. Those are fine. We'll keep the birds back there. They're going to be on the castle layer anyway. So this is just going to not move at all. I believe that's zero movement is 0, 0. Let's just say that's a 0 there. We're just gonna adjust this. It's gonna be from the top center. And let's see. Let's look at our mock camera. Yeah, so that's not good. We have to pull it down. So if our mock camera is all the way to the top, then... oh, I see. It's gonna have to be inside of it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can we just paste? Yeah, okay. So this one I'm gonna call Sky Layer. Yeah. And then we'll get rid of that. And then this, we'll get rid of that. We'll just exchange these. Negative 97. Is that how big it is? How big is this? It's 96. So we'll do negative 96. Okay. Yeah, and that, so that doesn't move now, and you can see that. Actually, you can't see that there because I'm sorry. Is it the camera's on the one we unloaded? That's why I have the mock camera, so we can see what it looks like. Yeah, and we don't want that to move up and down, but we might want it to move left and right. But I don't know yet because it's the background, the sky. I'm thinking maybe just to keep it static, but we'll see. So if we save, load the top one, and then unload this. We can test it. And there you go. So that's the expected behavior. Because it's the farthest back, you don't want it to move. That's how you create depth with parallax. The farthest back one doesn't move from the camera's perspective. And it's actually the one that moves the most from the actual perspective of everything else, which it's just that weird trickery that game dev loves to use. So unload scene. Oh, I guess I can't unload it until I load that one. Okay, so that's good. We're good on that one. Get back to our mock camera here. 4.3 I think is the default. 4.2? 3, 4, 4.4, 4.5, 4.5. That's our default. And you see it does line up nicely with the top. Okay, that's good. Okay, now the pain in the butt part. We want to add roof close layer. Add a parallax layer controller. It's going to be bottom center. Scroll factor I think we determined is 0.33. And then the scrolling up, probably just going to be 1. It's probably going to stay right with it. So 1 means that it's going to go with the camera. So sprite renderer. Oh yeah, I guess we're going to have... What's the backdrop on this though? We're going to make this like -10. And this will be -1. Because the 4 here should be 0. It's not, it's 1. But that's fine. That's fine. As long as it's higher than whatever this is going to be. So, S-Castle... Oh no, that's not the one. It's this one. 1.6. That's probably about right. Yeah, okay. That looks about right. And then I don't think it's gonna move up or down. It'll just move left or right. And we can kind of simulate that with this. Yeah, so when it reaches here, that's gonna be kind of how it goes. I think that'll look okay. Put that back to center. Alright, we'll save that. Load that one, unload that one. Yeah, look at that, it's working good. It's working good now. There we go. We got the idea. We know what's up now. And then so you do see the gap in the background here when he jumps, but because there's going to be that other layer, it's going to cover that up. Okay, I think we found our groove now. Roof far layer. Roof. Let's get our mock camera back. Sprite renderer, none, or let's see. We want S-Castle, this one. It's gonna be on the background layer, it's gonna be a -2. And then Parallax layer controller. A bottom center. Okay, so this one, let's see that it scrolls 0.5 and then scrolls 0 on the Y. I think that's what we want. And then let's see. So this one's okay, its anchor was just 0, 0. That's fine. Yeah, because it's not moving up or down, so the anchor is not going to matter as much. Only the left and right of the anchor will matter. And as long as it's centered, it should be fine. So that's about 4 or 6, 7, 6. Okay, 1.6. Yeah, like the other one. Alright, that makes sense. Oh, no, I can't. Can't do that. I forgot, I gotta save it. Unload. But actually, before we do that, let me just move the mock camera back and forth. And we'll see how that kind of filters. Actually, no, why is that? It's back now. It's too far down. What happened? I think we adjusted it without it. Parallax taking effect. Four, 5, 4. Okay. Let's try that again. Now that we've got that. Oh, that's not what I want. Let's just do it from here. Okay, it's gotta move more. It's gonna move more than that. So 0.1 might do the trick here. Yeah. It's a little much. It's a little too much, I think. But you see how it shuffles it back and forth. Do a 0.2, and then there'll be a 0.25. See what that's like. That might be okay. Kind of concerned that maybe we have to shrink the graphic in a little bit to get more of that effect, but we can do that later. As long as we get, a good amount here. So that looks kind of cool. Let's try that in a real match here. Come on. Load. Oh, it is loaded. Okay, just took a second. Oh, shoot, I did it backwards. Okay. Load this. Okay, now unload that. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look. It does, okay, it's doing the wrong thing vertically, but at least left to right it looks okay. Yeah, I think for full effect we're just gonna have to cut out some of the middle here. See, the castle's gonna have to move too, so I'm not gonna bother cutting up anything until we get the castle in to see the relation between the backgrounds and how much they need to move and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the roof far layer, what did we goof on? That looks right. I don't see why that goofed. Alright, let's get our mock camera back. Is it just off by like a pixel? It looks okay. I'm not sure why it's goofing. Oh, you know why? It's not supposed to. Hold on. 1.5. Yeah. I know why. It's not supposed to move at all. Duh. It's got to stick in place. Which I thought... I don't know why I keep hitting play. I don't have to do that anymore. I can just check with the mock camera here. Is this gonna stay put now? Oh, that's not what I want. What'd I do? Did I goof? Did I done goof? Did I screw it up? Or did I not screw it up? Let's see. I'm not sure what I dragged there. Okay, no, I think it's fine. I thought I dragged the sky into the wrong position, but I think we're okay. Okay, the roof post. Okay, it is a 1. It's a 1, so it stays put. Let's see. So that's fine. We just need to now recalibrate this so that it's in the proper spot. Yeah, I guess it would be that. Okay. Yeah, alright, that's better. And yeah, that's what we want. Alright, let's try it in real time here. We'll get the hang of it. Practice makes perfect. Yeah. Oh, I muted the audio. There we go. Hey! That was pretty loud on my end. I hope it wasn't too loud on your guys' end. Nimble Fizz, thank you for the follow. Okay. It looks okay. That's not what I wanted. Just wanted to... I wanted to be fancy and get the down hit with it there. I spammed it. Mashed it. Yeah. So that looks okay. There. It looks pretty cool. Now that everything is layered and all weird. Okay. Let's reload this, unload that, and try this again here. We'll add the castle now, which is going to move slower visibly than the second back layer, but not stand still. Only the sky in the background is going to stand still, and then we'll adjust the offset of the sun and all that once we get all that stuff in there. So let's see, move this in just a little bit. Okay, so now we want, I guess we'll call it tower. I don't know if it's, I guess the whole thing is the castle. So we'll call this one tower layer. And then inside will be the tower. And it's sprite renderer, S castle, tower. Man, we could really chop that down. We don't need it to be that big, I'll be honest. So yeah, let me optimize that one. We're gonna go to just gonna dig right into the assets file. It's fine. Platform. Yeah, game, stage. Man, I got so many folders, I get lost sometimes. This project got huge. Suzaku Castle Day. Yeah, so this one. I'm just gonna crop it. There's no reason for it to be that big. Even for alignment purposes, I don't care. Because we're gonna do that in code anyway, so. And it should reflect. Yeah, so it's smaller now. Okay, so for this one, let's see. Parallax layer. I'm gonna say it's bottom center. And it's gonna be anchored like right here. Yeah. Okay, so let's get our mock camera here. Looks like that's right. And then, so the tower itself. Gotta give it background -3. Actually -4, because the birds will be -3. Wait, hold on, why is he... Oh, background cover is view background. There. I say you should not be on top of the other things. So... 6.6, and his default position is gonna be like over here, I guess. Okay, so for him, he's gonna stay put, going up and down. Or wait, is it 0? What are we doing here? Is it 1 or 0? It's 1. And then we'll give him a 0.1. His anchor's up here already. So if we go to our mock camera, well, okay, that is definitely not what we want. Alright, wait. Yeah, he's bottom center. Okay. He's gotta be 0 then. Yeah, because he's gonna be completely centered on that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Getting used to my own system. Yeah, and it moves a little bit, but not like a terrible amount. So that looks pretty cool. And then if it goes up, he stays put. So that's good. Okay. Save. And load that and unload that. Yeah, there you go. There you go, there's Parallax. We could make the far background scroll a little less. Its anchor may not be positioned quite well for that, but I don't know if I can just mess with it right here, but you know, that prevents it from getting too white on the bottom, I suppose. Or, well, yeah, I guess it kind of depends. I was gonna say, you can make it just not move like the other ones, so it only scrolls horizontally. kind of tough. I'm thinking about what to do with this. I don't know. Let's see. Take a look what it looks like here. That did look pretty cool, not gonna lie. Let's see. Nah, that's too slow. That's not gonna work. Just kind of like trying to pay attention to the background, see how it looks. Especially even full screen. I don't think it's too distracting. I think it's okay. The far background is kind of bugging me. Where it just kind of stays with it. It's a little strange. I just have the feeling that it shouldn't move up and down. So let's make that adjustment. So the sky layer is not going to move going up and down. Or, well, it will move, but not... It depends on your perspective, if you're thinking behind the scenes or right here. Yeah, so that's what I expected to happen there. Sky layer is going to have to become a... Yeah, it is a top center. Okay. That's fine. So, its anchor can just be adjusted up to, like, here. Actually, would it have to be here? It would probably have to be up here. No, because this denotes the top visible. Yeah, that's the top visible spot. Yeah, and then I believe what that will do here. Oh, we need on camera. Okay, so 4.5 is the standard. Yeah, that's a standard view. And then this is the top view. I don't know why it's messing up there, but come on. Stop it. Hi. Unity, come on, stop it. What are you doing? Re-render already. There we go. Yeah, so it doesn't... Looks like it doesn't change position here. I don't know why this is not re-rendering now. It's being a pain. Save? There we go. Yeah, it looks like it stays in the same spot. So, again, let's load, unload, and try it. Yeah, okay. Guess that's not bad. It might be able to stand to move a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Nope, not even close. Yeah, close. Hey, something like that. We can make it move a little bit, I think. Let's play around with it in real time here, now that we have an appropriate anchor. So like a 0.9. What would that look like? Well, that almost stays in time with the background elements. Yeah, that's got to come down a little bit. So 0.2. So we'll do 10.8. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I kind of like that. Oh, sorry. Trying to keep my eye on the background. Yeah, unless somebody jumps, you're not gonna get much of the movement. I'm thinking maybe or 775. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I like that. This is nice. Fighting games are horribly hard to do on average. They're not easy. They're not easy. That's for sure. I think that's pretty good. So now what I want to focus on is the relationship of movement between this layer here, the one with the distant roof, and the castle in the back. Because we need to shrink the horizontal pixel art of that second layer so that we can see more of this on the inside and more of this on the inside here, because they both are at a different offset, but they're the same size, so they'd have to move at the same speed in order to be fully visible. But then you wouldn't get the parallax effect because they'd move at the same speed. So we need to figure out how fast is this thing gonna have to move in relation to the others, and how much has to come in. So I'm kind of just like watching the difference between this one and this one, and then this one and this one. This is pretty okay. Just worried about the back castle itself. If it should move maybe slightly less, but I don't know. If it moves too little, then you're gonna have problems too. Oh, before I forget, we have to copy the sky layer and implement that in here. Make sure we paste these settings in so we don't lose that. Alright, so save that, unload, and then I'm going to adjust Suzaku Castle in real time. The actual castle tower part, whatever you want to call it. So let's see. Tower layer. Alright. I think it should move slower, which I think would be like this. If it's too slow, it gets a little poppy in its movement, so that's also a problem. It could be possible that we just don't want it to move in the background, but I think it should just a little bit. But if it moves too little at low resolutions, it kind of has that popping effect. That little jitter, and I don't like that either. I mean, we could just say it doesn't move, and it is what it is, but... Which is okay, but it just seems kind of strange that the sun in the back moves at the same speed. It's not abysmal, though. Do you do all the art too? No, I do very little of the art. I'm not much of an artist. More of a programmer. I color the sprites. I'm okay with colors, but not so much the actual art itself. I've done a few frames here and there, but it takes a long time for me to do sprites. So I typically don't do sprites. I mean, like, I could probably learn it and do it eventually, but it saves me so much time not to have to worry about it, and then I can focus on other things. Yeah, they are separate layers. Like, see, I can change it so that they behave differently. The thing is just when you get to like subtle movement like this on a low resolution, it's easier to see here. Just kind of how it like jitters every time it moves. I don't like that. I don't like how that jitters. If it was a higher resolution game, it wouldn't be so much of an issue. But just because it jitters like that, it bugs me. But it can't be too fast. How are the scales on stuff? I'm not sure I know exactly what you mean. Can you clarify? Okay, about the character sprites. I still don't know what you mean by scales. Oh, you mean for like the programming? They're all at 1:1. They're all at one scale. I use a pixels per unit of 10, so that it works out so that every 0.1 Unity unit is a pixel. If that's what you mean. But yeah, so everything's all 1:1 scale. So I render this at 1:1 resolution, and then I blow it up and re-render it on top of another thing here. Let me see. Yeah, so the camera here renders this at what's our resolution? At 224 by 126, really small, and then it scales it up. It uses that render texture to scale it and place it onto the final screen here. That way you can get, you know, the nice border around it. So everything's 1:1, and every 0.1 Unity units corresponds to a pixel. I just feel that makes it easier to convert sizes and stuff. Because then you think like, okay, so like 224 pixels just becomes 22.4 Unity units. You just displace the decimal. I find it much easier to remember than... So, welcome back, fellow scrubs. As Fruity Loops decided to crash and take down the entire stream computer with it. So it just kind of blue screened and blew right up, and that was fun. So so sorry about that. It is not the first time that has happened. So in the meantime, while I was waiting for everything to start back up, I got a couple suggestions on what to replace Fruity Loops with. So we'll be following those up. You bet your ass. This is really annoying. I hate having to have this problem over and over. So hopefully it kind of, yeah, kapow. Hopefully it stays stable. So we'll give it a go. If it blows up again, then that might be the end of it for today. But I think we're okay for now. So yeah, I don't even remember where I was or where you guys cut out at, because it started going nuts and I was still talking for a little bit. But I think we were talking about how the background here pops a little bit. Like, the slower something gets at a low resolution, you see how it juts in quick little bursts, and you really see it when it's like that. You know, if it was a high resolution game, you wouldn't see that jutting as much, because you know, you have more pixels to work with. It smooths it out, and of course you would use a texture that would have filtering, and filtering itself can help that. And just for the heck of it, just for shits and giggles here, I'll show you exactly how that helps. It helps immensely. So here's the castle. I'm gonna actually turn filtering on just so you can see what it looks like. Even here it might. Oh yeah, there you go. So see how it kind of smooths it out. It's a little weird because it's still low res, but it does smooth it out. Let's see. Can we take this one step further? I'm gonna mess with more stuff here. So my view frame here ×2 and ×2. I don't know if that'll help or not. Yeah, so see now how smooth it is, and how the movement's real smooth, because it's kind of smoothing things out on its own here. So this is the game being rendered at double resolution. I mean, the pixel perfect stuff you're not gonna see. Hey, what's up? No, that's fine. We had a crash anyway. The whole computer went kaboom, so you didn't miss too much. But see, now you can get away with that subtle movement because you're not seeing the jitter anymore. It's very less pronounced. Like, it's still technically there, but you really don't see it. So we have sort of a conundrum in that case. And let me put all this back together. That looks right. And so the decision to make here is the snapping. Does it look so bad that we want to either make it stand still or to become faster into the background? I kind of like the speed that the closer roof is going. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, the other thing is, you know, will enough people notice it to be bothersome? If you're really moving, you know, you're not going to see it as much because it's moving faster. But it's still kind of poppy. I just still don't really like it. I don't know. I don't like it. But it does look kind of weird if it's standing still. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, you could speed it up, and that somewhat alleviates it. I mean, If you're going really slow, you know, you're still going to get the popping here. But, I mean, you don't expect the gameplay to be at that. You don't expect the gameplay to be that way. The floor is not moving at all. So, it's just everything else is moving. I timed this. The first roof layer is timed to go side to side completely. This one's going to have to get chopped down a little, the second one. We're going to have to cut some of the middle out and paste it together, because you don't actually get to see all of it the way that it is. The only way you get to see it, all of it, is if both the first and the second roofs moved at the same speed, but then you wouldn't get the parallax, so there's that. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking the thing in the back, but I guess we'll just leave it for now and see what we get. It looks decent enough. So now the thing to be concerned with, would it look good if we merged the front background with the floor? Although I think we have to redraw the floor again. So you mean like the first roof here, to have it the same speed as the floor? And we can simulate that. It's not going to cover the whole background, but we can simulate that if you want to just see what it looks like. Oh, what'd I do? Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Roof. Close layer, yeah. So I think that would be a 0 instead of 0.33. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It should be a 1. It's gonna be a 1. So it would look like this, essentially. We can make it move a lot slower, maybe. Or let's see if that might help it. We'd have to expand out the elements there. Which actually, I should probably just make these 2 separate images anyway. And then we can move them around. I think that looks... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That speed works a lot better. Yeah, okay. So, alright, let me do 2 things here. Well, my paint program crashed. PaintShop Pro 9 is a very, very old program, and unfortunately, if the monitor settings change, it just outright crashes on Windows 10. So when the stream computer went down, it's because it's capturing the video, it went bananas and it just killed it. Okay, we are Suzaku Castle. Day. Yeah, we're in the day. So I'm going to just chop these up into 2 different ones. So one will be right and one will be left. And we'll just kind of... Alright, that's the right one. And now the left one. Okay. So in Unity, we're going to drag those new pieces in. Oh, wait, maybe I did them. Did I do them? Oh, wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. That's Mansion. Where's Pocket Fighter? Here's Pocket. Okay, I did them right in the folder. It looks like, I think. Did I? No, maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, I did them right in the folder. So, pixels per unit is going to be 10. Wait, hold on. There should be another one here. Right? Hold on. Oh, no, they're the same. They're the same. Okay, so I'm going to call this one left. There we go. Okay. Confusion's gone now. Alright. Full rect. I'm gonna say center for now, but I'm gonna change that. No filter and no compression. So the right one's gonna be bottom right, and the left one, yep, that's fine. And it's gonna be bottom left. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to separate these into two different layers. So roof close layer left. And here we have this. Okay. All right, this might get a little complicated, but let's see what we can come up with here. And then we'll adjust a second roof layer after this. Oh man, okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to, oh, no. I'm gonna have to do it like this. I'm gonna move the mock camera all the way to the left. And then we'll move the, let's see, negative 10.8 sounds about right. Then we'll move the anchor here to like here. Why is it negative 22? Yeah, I guess that's probably about right, isn't it? Let's see. How well is that lined up? Right on the money. Okay. And then we'll line this up like right here. So, I don't know, negative 14.678. I think that's right. Actually, wait, hold on, we didn't... Yeah, I was going to say we didn't refresh this, so it's going to be all goofy again. In fact, it's probably should just be a 0. Because it's by the bottom left, right? Alright, let's see. No, maybe not. Kind of just expected it to be... Oh, it's bottom center. It needs to be bottom left. That's why. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's what I was expecting. And then we said that the speed, 0.75, was more appropriate. Okay, let's see if this works the way I think it's going to. Yeah, okay, I think that's right. And then it will meet the wall that way. Okay, let's try that in engine and see what happens. I think that's the right way to go. I'm probably gonna have to change. No, okay, I think we're good. Yeah, so it's a little closer. Yeah, and it meets up with it. Looks like there's no gaps, which is good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then the other one's farther away. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So now we need to build the other wall. And we're going to just copy this because it's going to be basically the same thing anyway, just on the other side. Oh, let's, load our preset again. 4.5 and what do you say, 10.2 or something? 3, 4, 5, 6, or was it 10.8? 10.8. Okay. Then, yeah, okay. So then this roof segment is going to be the right version. And we're going to change the layer properties here. So this is going to be probably 22 instead of negative 22. And it's going to be bottom right. And it looks like it just snapped right to it, so it might be good on that. Yeah, because when the camera moves, yeah, look how it goes. That's what we want. We could make them one layer and then like just zoom them in on the center here, but I think that makes less development sense. I think it makes more sense to just have them in the corners and we can adjust them as need be. Just make sure their speed is the same. Alright, so again, let's try it out for real. And let's see what works and what doesn't. Yeah, that's looking good. And then the second layer carries most of the weight here. So we can slow down the second layer, I think, a little bit. And that's also gonna, kind of depend on how we do the second parts here. And then we can possibly speed up the castle a little bit if the other one slows down or speed. It depends on how you want to say it. If it tracks with the camera more or less. It's kind of opposite. If you think about it from behind the scenes, it's speed up. If you think about it from the viewer's perspective, it's slowing down, and yeah. Yeah, so we do have to slow down the middle one. So, the question is, we have to cut out some part of the center if we want to see the whole thing on each side. I have an idea of an easy way we might be able to do this. It's a little goofy, but it can at least help us figure out what to do. So what I'm doing is I'm changing where the tiling repeats. So the images on the outside will stay the same if I scale the image down, and the inside will start to collapse in on itself. But it'll like eat itself in the process, I think. So let's see how that works. I think this should work out okay. That way we can constrict the image without actually editing it. and then we can start changing stuff as we go along. So I'm gonna do this, I think, in the real time sense here. No, you know what? We'll use the mock camera because we might have to move it fast. So unload that. Okay. Yeah, so this thing is going to change. Alright, let's get the mock camera back in its position though. 4.5 and 0. Okay. So what I did is made it so that we can render this now as a sliced thing. So if I increase the width, oh, that is not the effect that I wanted. Never mind. That is definitely not what I wanted. I wanted the reverse of this. Or maybe it's tiled. Is it tiled? Oh, it's tiled. It's tiled. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, that's what I did. So it'll render like this. Like, if you get close enough, of course, they'll collapse in on themselves, but... yeah. Okay, so... then we'll just adjust it so that the graphics look relatively okay here. Like, we want it to be visible in the middle, right? So you think this is our camera here, this white border? We want part of the roof to be visible inside of that. So let's see. Let's knock down the width. What's the next? It would either be this. Does that look okay? That might be okay. It's either that one or this one. That gives you just enough on the outside to see. But let's see. Where's what? 0 minus 0.8? How big are these? Expect them to be... oh, wait, no, they're very small. Oh, they're 8. Yeah, they are 8. Okay. That's what I expected. Let's try this. See how this works. So then, all the way to the left, we want to have, what's it, negative 10.8, I think? Yeah. So when it's all the way to the left, we now want this to, I don't know, it has to move less, right? So let's try 3. 3.2. That's pretty even. Okay. So as it moves back and forth, you'll get that kind of effect. And then you'll get to see more of the roof. We'll see how that works. It might be good, it might be not. And we can adjust in real time too. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't think it's moving all the way. That's because Ken's sitting there. Yeah, then you get to see the whole roof up there along with it. I think that looks better. Just in a general sense. I thought about that. I did that earlier before you showed up. I'm not sure if I like it as much. Just thinking for a minute. I don't know. I don't know. Just feel like this moves maybe a little too much. Like we'll have to knock down. Let's see. Let's pick. Where are we here? Yeah. Let's knock this down. Do we have to wait? Do we have to make it bigger? Yeah. Okay. Let's make it bigger. By 2. And then let's see about aligning it now. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Wait, is that right? Yeah, we have to now align it so that the... Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we do have to align it now. So that this is in line with here. So we have to change this to... 4? Wow. 4 actually is like perfectly aligned. So it should be okay on the other side too. So how does this look? I think that's an improvement. Yeah, that's the thing. When you do make the Suzaku Castle still completely, the tower in the back, that it does kind of like it is a little weird with the sun and stuff. Like it's fine. Like I don't. You know, if it doesn't have to be moving, you know, it doesn't have to be moving. But I just don't think it looks good that way. There has to be some kind of movement to it. But that's why I'm adjusting the second layer, because then the tower is going to be next. And the tower's speed is going to be directly dependent on how that second layer is moving about. I think it's pretty good. So now we have to adjust the back, the tower in the back. I think it could move more now. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. What's it look like when it's small? When you look at things when they're small and big, they do look different. Man, I don't know. I don't know. That middle layer just, I don't know if it should be a little slower or not here. It's not too bad though when you look at it as like a full parallax thing. Like I'm looking at its relation to the tower. It's not that bad actually. It might need more of a position change than anything. It's not too bad as its own little diorama here. Actually, it looks very diorama-like the way that the layering is currently set up. It's actually kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I won't change anything. It looks kind of pretty good like that. So let's copy those settings. And paste them in here. Oh shit, I forgot it was like 311 or something. I mean 31.11. Okay, and then let's get our mock camera set back up, and that looks okay. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I guess it kind of looks okay the way it is with the tower in the back. If you were curious about what it looks like without moving, okay. Like there it doesn't move, but I don't think it looks right. I don't know. Because it's moving with the sky, it's a little strange now. So I don't like it. So we had what, 0.1, I think it was. Can make it a little faster maybe. See what it looks like. We can adjust it in real time anyway, so it is what it is. That actually looks a little better, I think. The way that it's moving a little more. It doesn't look as stuttery. Alright, so what's the original offset on all of this? Let's see. Resources. Oh, excuse me. Raw resources, stages. No, not raw. Sorry. Those are the game rips. Fighters. They're right here. Stages. Too many folders, man. Suzaku Castle. Okay. Yeah, he had it over here. That's about where we have it, I think. So what's the original? Here. Actually, that's gonna be in raw resources. Guess I was going to the right place all along. It's one of these. This one. It's like right. Alright, hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's so if you're in the center, its position here is like right here. It's like this little arrow is right in the center. So let's try that. Let's see how that would work. And to do that, let's see. I think we're just going to offset the actual castle itself. And so that would basically be this. So a 2.3. Yeah, I think that works much better. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll copy the 2.3. Make that change permanent. Here it is. I think the speed's alright. So now I want to do the sky layer and adjust where the sun is. And we'll do that with the real camera here. So I think the sun should come in a little bit. And that should also likewise be an easy change here. So sky layer, sky, and see how we can just pull it in. Actually, it looks nice because now it's going like behind the castle and stuff. And you can still see it here. Alright. I'm gonna move it to the left just a little bit. Yeah, okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm not gonna save that because I'm gonna do the same thing I did with that other graphic. And I'm gonna pull it in like this. And that way we can shrink the middle and bring this thing from the right back into the left. So we can get this cloud more on screen if we want to. And yeah, we'll just apply that. You can also use this to give more more blue on top and more white on bottom, so you don't actually need all that on the bottom. In fact, we might do that just to save on resources, so let me actually edit that directly. So we actually don't need anything past here. We don't need anything past here. And we don't need anything past here. Actually, you know what? Undo that. I'm gonna give it 2 pixels on top and bottom, just in case there's any rendering issues that might cause it to get a little wigged out. And then the beauty of this is I can literally just do this. As long as there's enough of that pattern in the middle, between here and here, I can move it in 2 more, I think. So 1, 2. Let's see. We need 3 in the center. That's not enough. So we're gonna pull it back 1. Make sure that there's enough of the pattern in the center to copy here. Actually, yeah, we can pull it in 1 more, because there's only 2 pixels. So 1, 2. And then keeping it away from both those edges, here's your pattern right here. And so we'll slice it right down the up and down there. Okay. And so then we can save on resources now. So yeah, now there we go. Okay, so this is gonna be down here. This is gonna be up here. This one's gonna be, oh, it's all unhappy now. Hold on. Oh no, don't want to change that. Yeah, okay. There's no undo on that. Okay. Okay, let me adjust this one first. In the middle here. And there. So this is the repeating pattern. It's a very handy feature. And we'll keep it bottom centered, that's fine. You know what, we'll just do this in real time, it's fine. Okay, so it's gonna look all weird first, but then we're gonna make sure that it gets adjusted right here. Okay. So first and foremost, we want to adjust it how we think that it should look here. And I think I had it so it was kind of like that. That's interesting. And then it kind of goes like that. That's actually kind of neat. Alright. It's kind of hard to see here where that background is, but yeah, we'll just come back to neutral here. So we're gonna say it's tiled. Oh god. Is it sliced? Tiled? Uh-oh, what happened? Why is it all messed up now? Oh no, what happened? What happened? Here's the sky. There's no filter. I think I know what might be wrong here. So let me copy. Oh. Yeah, that might actually be the optimal spot for it here. Okay, let me copy this and we'll apply that. I think I know what might be going on here. I think the offset needs to change. Thank you. Defirus? Am I saying that right? Thank you for the kind words. Okay, so what I think might be going on here is the offset here, this, and turn it on to pixels. And we're gonna make the offset like right here. I have a feeling that might be part of it. And this is the left. I'm not sure what T stands for. Oh, that's top. Whoops, I screwed it up. All right, revert. And then the right. Whoop. Oh, that went wrong. Revert. Revert again. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's the right side. That seems okay. Alright, let's try this again. Let's unload that and just look at this for now. We want it to be tiled, but it gets all wonky now. Oh, crap. Okay, hold on. I think I know why this is happening. Yeah. Alright, I thought about it backwards. I'm thinking of something else. So this needs to just be on top and bottom like that, I believe. No, it still didn't fix it. Ah, crap, what'd I do now? Yeah, okay, I think this is what's going on. It's at a weird scale, too. Why is it at a weird scale? 1-1. Ah, that's weird. Okay. That might have been what was screwing up with it. It's got a strange scale going on. I mean, the other thing I fixed also helps, but... okay, how big is this? 55? Okay. So 5.5... No, not 1.5. 5.5... Okay, that's the proper height. And so we're gonna sort of position it how we need it here. And shrink. Oh, we're almost out of time. Whoops. Yeah, all that screwing around with the program. Alright, let me see if I can whip this up quick. And then we'll close her out. Will you put the finals you have in... I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. I notice English isn't your primary language, and I don't... Let's see. Are you going to create your own? I don't know what you mean by that. But how many characters am I putting in the game? We're going to start with 8, plus a secret character. And then we're going to expand on from there. So those 8, you can... No, that's fine. You don't have to apologize. Those initial 8 are gonna be Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Guile, Iori, Kyo, Mai, and Terry. And then we'll have a 9th secret character that I haven't revealed yet. It's gonna be a new character, sort of. It's a guest character, kind of. I'll have more details on that later. And then when we get to an arcade mode, I'll have to add a boss in there. So that's 9 plus 1. And because it's got SNK and Capcom, maybe 2 bosses, so we'll say the initial target is 11 characters. And then if that goes good, then we'll start making more as kind of like a season 2. So, alright, unfortunately I don't think I'm going to have time to finish this off. So we're going to have to close it out. I'll have to work on this during the week. And then, so next Monday, yeah, no problem. Next Monday is, oh my god, it's July 1st already. Wow. Well, we'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hopefully with less crashing in the meantime. And so if you like what you see here, come on back and hang out again. We'll be doing maybe more stages. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where I get throughout the week, and then I'll update you all on that. So, let's see. Question: will the characters have endings with Capcom? Endings of SNK across Capcom? There'll probably be a different story and a different ending, so it won't be a complete port of the Neo Geo Pocket game. So if you want to discuss more stuff throughout the week, you want to follow the project closer, we do have a Discord. You can see the link down below. And so I'm on Twitter too. You can follow me there. I post update videos and stuff and all that. And that's pretty much it for that. So then I do have to talk about... the stream is funded by generous, very generous patrons. And we do a shout out on stream for the top donors. We've got Zombie Killer at the tippy top. We've got AJ, we've got Bryce Nagalina, we got Jerry Berry, and I'm missing one. I thought I could do this from memory, but apparently I'm the scrub. I'm pretty sure there's one I'm missing. Maybe I'm not. Hold on. If it'll cooperate here. Javier Garcia. So, thank you to our special patrons. If you want to be part of the Scrub Army, you can check that link down below. There's perks, early builds, code samples, etc. And so, that's it. I'm out. Scrub out. Have a good one. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time.